Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me for this live. My name is Krisha Sarah Bowen, and I help entrepreneurs to convert their knowledge and their experiences into online courses that gives them multiple streams of income. And today, I kind of want to talk and share from my heart this topic about how to build your business without losing yourself, even if you are a solopreneur and you do not have a team. And this topic is passionate. It's one of my passion topics because a lot of people lose themselves while building a business because maybe they're following trends, maybe they're not in a community that engages them, maybe they don't have a coach that supports them, so they get lost in the weeds of trying to do day-to-day activities to run a business, and they neglect themselves in the process. So what I help my clients to do is to build a purposeful business, and this is very different from just building a regular business because let's say you have a skill or a product or service. Building a purposeful business, it means that it's something bigger than yourself. It's about you changing and transforming lives. And I like to say that business is one of those things that attracts warfare. A lot of people think that only if I'm in ministry or only if, let's say, I'm an intercessor or I'm some type of ministry lead, that my life attracts warfare. But business also attracts warfare because you are breaking generational curses, you're breaking things over your life and the life of your loved ones, and you're creating this avenue or this channel for generational wealth, which is very much a kingdom thing. A lot of people are living below the standard of life that the believer should have just because we get lost in the weeds when we start building our business. One of my mentors, my friend and pastor, he always says that entrepreneurship is a thinking sport. And today I want to talk about entrepreneurship really depends on your mindset. You really have to have a specific type of mindset to run and to win in business, especially if you are a solopreneur and you don't have a team. This is where a lot of people experience burnout because they feel like there are times when you get to a place of confusion and you don't know what your next step is. One of the things that I did inside of my private Facebook group in the month of October is we had what I call the declutter challenge. And the declutter challenge is simply preparing your environment for your next step. So I had them do things every day like clean out their junk drawer, clean out their purse. Like there were different things as a part of this declutter challenge. And yes, this may look like I'm just cleaning out my closet or I'm just getting rid of old things, but you don't realize how much your mind needs a space of creativity in order for you to be able to create. Your mind is a place of creativity and not of just storing information and storage. And because over time we've become kind of like heavy consumers of content, a lot of people, in terms of in business, we get confused because we consume so much that we don't take action. And with that consumption, also our environment is not conducive to our productivity. So this is why we did the declutter challenge, to declutter our environment so that we can be able to move forward and to build our businesses and our lives. Now in the month of November, our focus is to rebuild a foundation. And you're probably saying, okay, Krisha, why are you talking about rebuilding a foundation to your group? And I'm talking about rebuilding a foundation because over time you can get confused in your business and you can move away from your actual purpose and your why, and you can get stuck in the day-to-day operations of your business and you don't chart progress in terms of your vision. So when we talk about rebuilding my mental state to run my business, what I'm talking about is you need to have the ability to stop and to assess where you are in your business. Sometimes my client asks me, they say, Coach, what strategy works? Some people are saying I should do a challenge, I should do a webinar, I should do more lives. Should I do YouTube? Should I do TikTok? Should I do Facebook? Should I do Instagram? And the question they ask me is, Coach, which one works or which one should I do? And my answer to that question is they all work. Let me say that again. They all work. They all work, but for different purposes, and they all work based on where you are in your business. So because we are in the festive season and Black Friday is going to come up in a couple weeks, what a lot of people will do is the activity that they have not been doing in their business for the past couple months, they are going to try to launch on Black Friday to recover their income or to make some type of income. And I strongly suggest against this strategy, and this is why I suggest against it. If it is that you weren't actively cultivating your brand and building your audience and sharing and serving, there's nothing that's going to happen different on that date if you have not been in a motion of serving your audience. And when you serve your audience, you attract what you want into your business. So because we don't have clarity, we jump from strategy to strategy, from thing to thing, and we don't identify what exactly do I want out of my business. And this is where people get into the rut of confusion and overwhelm because you're trying to execute everything, but you don't know why you're executing it, and you don't know what is the desired result and outcome. So I was doing a training this week on Monday, and I was sharing with those who attended that training. You should have a visibility strategy, you should have a growth strategy, and you should have a sales strategy. Where a lot of my entrepreneurs get stuck being a solopreneur is because we're only focused on selling, but we're not focused on being visible, and we're not focused on growth. So because we don't have strategies for anything other than sales, what we do is we create awesome flyers, we plan a launch in secret, then we post it to our audience and we expect people to buy. Now, some people will buy, yes, but what you've neglected to do in your business was to build your people, to build your audience, create your demand, or to become more visible as a brand. So you hop onto training after training, live after live, and you get all of this information. And remember, I said you get to confusion, you're not confused. So some people say, I'm confused, coach, I don't know what to do. There were things that you did that got you to a place of confusion because you were not in a place of clarity. And this is why decluttering is important. This is why you getting things that don't belong in your brain out is so important. Let me tell you this thing about social media. In 3 seconds, whatever you view on social media, your mind begins to process it and then it lives in your mind. Your mind begins to think about it. So let's say you are working in your business as a solopreneur, you jump on Instagram, you jump on TikTok, you jump on Facebook. Every post that you see, your thought process and your mind now begins to process that, even if it's active or even if it's dormant. So it's kind of like opening tabs on the computer. So if you open, and if I ask some of you how many tabs you have open right now, some people would say 5, 10, 15, 20. Every tab that you open, it slows down your processor on your computer. Similarly with your mind, every thought that you open slows you down, right? Like that was good. Somebody just needs to put something in the chat. That was good. Every thought that you open in your mind slows your mind down. So if you are running a business and you're not preserving your mental capacity, this is what leads to confusion and overwhelm, because every thought that I see opens a tab in my mind. So now let's take it out of the context of social media opening tabs in my mind, and now let's look at life. So every phone call I receive opens a tab. Every text opens a tab. Everything happening in my environment opens a tab. What you end up feeling is that personally you begin to feel overwhelmed. Personally, you begin to feel frustrated, and this slows down your ability to succeed in your business because your mind now becomes cluttered. And remember, I shared that your mind is a place for creativity and not a place for storage. So if I'm opening all these tabs based on what I'm consuming, I'm opening tabs through my text messages and my alerts, I'm opening tabs through my emails, what is the time that I take in terms of creatively processing and thinking about my business? So what my solopreneurs default to is that you see something and it looks like a good idea, and instead of you proving it according to your plan, you jump in and you try to execute something that you've seen somebody else do without proving if it's in alignment with your plan. The next thing that you do is that you now start attending, let's say, webinars, free trainings, getting into rooms, listening to strategies, and consuming information, but not determining, does this information align with my plan? So, what I'm talking about today, I'm talking about you building the platform for your business and to expand in 2023. Over the month of November, inside of my group, if you're not already there, make sure you join Purpose Diaries. What I want to do is I just want to have some very transparent conversations. The first conversation I want to have is around building your business. Where are you now? Where are you trying to go? Who do you need and what do you need? Where are you now? Where are you trying to go? Who do you need and what do you need? That's a good journaling prompt for you to start right now in terms of rebuilding your business. Don't give up feeling that you are confused. You are not confused. You get to confusion based on a lot of mental tabs being open. So let's pull ourselves out of that state of consuming and feeling like we would miss out if we don't scroll, because scrolling is now going to take the capacity away from your mind. So now when we talk about rebuilding in terms of our business, and please give me a comment if you're enjoying this training. When we're talking about rebuilding in terms of our business, where am I now? Where am I trying to go? Who do I need? What do I need? After I determine that build structure, the next conversation that we're going to start having is a conversation around Bible, business, and breakfast. So every morning for that week, once you're inside of the group, we're going to have this breakfast conversation. And this conversation is around, you need to change your view of your business and how you view it. It is just not just your vehicle to make money. It's your vehicle to bring prosperity into your life and to create a legacy. So if you start thinking about your business like that, you would realize that there are forces that are coming against you for you to give up, for you to feel tired, for you to feel overwhelmed, for you to feel like you cannot make it. Because the moment that you give up, it means that you are now giving up not just a business idea, but you're giving up a stream of income that can bring freedom into your life and your generation. So you have to understand that business attracts warfare. You're not just selling a product. You're not just selling t-shirts. You're not just sharing a message. You're not just writing a book. You're not just coaching. You're not just it is bigger than the products that you are creating. It is about creating a new thought process in the mind of people. One of the things I know about my message is the message of purpose is bigger than me teaching people to create online courses. I remember some years ago when I helped a lot of my clients to discover their purpose, my question was, God, how is it that people know their purpose but they are broke? How is it that we know our purpose but we're not moving to that place of provision and abundance that you have promised? And the reason why that I don't separate anything I do, my life is ministry. So the religious schools of thought would tell us we need to separate our God belief and our business belief, when we really need to merge our faith and our business belief. So your faith should power your business. So when you feel overwhelmed, because I'm talking to my solopreneurs now, who are now rebuilding or building coming into the new year, you need to understand that you need to have this mindset and this thought process that yes, things will come to set me back, but I need to understand what I'm building is bigger than what I'm building. It's bigger than a book. It's bigger than products. It's bigger than services. It's bigger than coaching. It's bigger than a course, and it's bigger than classes. That's where the next conversation is going to go. Then once we get that mindset in check, then we move on to, okay, what is the strategy that I need to personally employ? So I'm going to give you guys, just this free tip that I was sharing on the training on Monday in terms of becoming now more visible. Maybe it's not a time for you to just try to go heavy to sell, because you need to build your brand and you need to build your business. Trying to sell where you have not built a specific thought process or become a thought leader, This is where transparency in your story, and I feel like I'm going on, but let me know in the chat if you guys are getting anything from this today. Your business is aligned to you as a person. It's aligned to your purpose. I see the heart, so I absolutely love it. It's aligned to your purpose. So when you share your story, when you share your beliefs, when you share transparently, your offer aligns with your person and your business aligns with who you are. If you're trying to build separate from who you are, you will struggle a lot in your business because you're building inauthentic to who you are. The reason I could transition from just teaching purpose to teaching online courses is because it's authentic to who I am. I changed my business model and I 10x my business because of moving from one-on-one customized coaching into a course creation model, and the course now powers my entire business. So your course is a living business asset that allows you to increase your earnings in your business. That is a mental thought process that I had to come to. So remember, we said entrepreneurship is a mental sport. If it is a mental sport, I need to have clarity of thinking to be able to grow my brand. So what I had to do is to realize, okay, Krisha, you grew your people to this place. Now what is next? So for those of you that are rebuilding in your business or building in your business, you have a group of people right now that they connect with you because of your message, because of your belief, because of your faith. We need to get back to the place of authentic sharing. We have transitioned from the age of the influencer to the age of the community. What do I mean? People are now not just following a movement because there is one person that's leading it, that's a superstar, and that's great, and that's fine, right? That's influencing it. People are now following because there is a community, they feel a sense of belonging, and they feel like everyone in that community has the same objective. Now, if you don't share your story transparently or you don't share your message transparently, how do you build a movement or community if nobody knows what you believe? Most of the people that follow me believe that life is about purpose, to discover their purpose, to build courses, or to tap into their profitability. If I don't share my story transparently, I can't attract the people that need my services. So for those of you rebuilding businesses, you need to get to a place of storytelling. What made you start in the first place? What are some of the struggles in your business? For 2022, in my business, most of my struggles, as I would say transparently now, was mental. It was me thinking that, how do I get to the next level? And because I had that battle, I could not get to the next level because I was stuck in a bad mental place. So you would see people's copy and people's ads saying, come, let me get you to the next level. Nobody could get you to the next level until you are mentally prepared to get there and you have the foundation to get there. So don't let people sell you dreams, because most of you don't need more information. You actually probably need more accountability and more execution. You don't need anybody to teach you no new strategies. Yes, new strategies come up and new trends come up, but you probably need to take action on what you already have and know, those courses that you've already bought, that you have not took action on, the information that you have that you just stuck in overwhelm because you're not executing. So when you clear your mind and then you create that clear plan, then you're able to build because you know what you need to execute. So back to my thing about Black Friday, a lot of you probably don't need to, my solopreneurs, you probably don't need to be doing major launches unless you've been cultivating an audience and a market that you know is ready to buy. Now the mindset of your consumer is very different. People are more wise and more cautious buyers right now. And of course, there's talk of recession. So people are, in terms of their spending, they are watching how they are spending, right? And let me know if this is good and if you're benefiting from this today. So if you weren't actively talking to your audience and sharing your brand, it's almost as if you were silent all year and then you just pop up on Black Friday with a sale expecting people to buy, and that is not how your consumer buys. Your consumer is an informed buyer that has been viewing you for the course of 1 year, if somebody wants to work with you and then you have that sale on your product or your brand, your service at that day, the person who already had a desire to work with you, that's who's going to buy on Black Friday. If you've been quiet the entire year or you have not been actively growing your business, my suggestion is what you need to be doing is to shift the noise in your favor, and you need to be now sharing content for free instead of trying to sell on that day. Now, I didn't mean to go in this direction, but I'm sharing with you guys an additional gem. Let me tell you why. Because your news feed and your inbox and your television is going to look like Black Friday sale, 50% off, buy, 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 buy. Only the person that has been viewing your business and wanted to buy would buy at that time. So if you were not present and you just pop up, you having a 50% mark off on your products is not going to make people buy because they had no interest in it to begin with. Only the people who have generated interest over a period of time will now get people to buy because those people were ready to buy anyway, and now they see an opportunity to get what you're offering at a discounted price. So if I were you as a solopreneur and I did not have much visibility or much growth or more engagement, I would quiet the noise by doing something completely different and inviting people to, let's say, a free workshop, free webinar, free training, giveaway things. So instead of you getting into consumerism, that's when you should be more generous and you should give. The reason you're doing this is because the strategy behind you being generous is you need to now be selling probably in December or in January, because now you took the attention away from 50%, 80%, half off, where you did not command an audience. You now, in the scroll, we're going to be saying buy, 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 50%, 20, 80. When you pop up now with, I'm not selling anything, you can come and just get this for free, or you now bring those people who were quieting the noise. I know some people that just don't log in on Black Friday. So how are you sure people are going to see your posts? I know some people that just don't read their emails. So it's a very different climate. So you have to have strategy if you are building business in this time. And you have to know the appropriate strategy. Yeah? And the final thing that we're going to talk about in the month of November inside of my group, and I'm sharing some good tips. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. Is how do you build to receive more? What are the things that you need to put in place to receive more? For me in my business, I've took one message over 7 years and I've elevated that message, and the message has evolved over the 7 years. So my message is Purpose Diaries, where I believe you can activate your faith and experience success on your own terms. Success is relative. Success to me is more freedom. Success to me is the ability to go buy anything that I want and not worry if I have the money in my account. Success to me is to be able to hear my family members say, I need this, and I'm able to buy it. Success to me is to be able to send a Cash App or a Zelle. It's very different. So when you are living a purposeful life, you have to define what does success look like for you. I developed that message in one of the hardest times of my life. I want to talk to my solopreneurs today. There are some of you that you want to give up because you're not seeing the results that you think you should see. I'm talking to you today. I'm not talking to the people that's slaying, that killing it, that know what they're doing. No, I'm talking to my people that have been discouraged. They want to give up. They don't know what's next. They don't know what strategy. That is who I came for today on this live. So the one message then evolved into different things as my movement expanded. But it could only evolve because I built a foundation on a thought, and I built a foundation on a core principle. So what is the core foundation that you are building your business on, and are you telling that story? So the last week of November, we're going to be talking about believing for more. Because you can attend all these vision sessions and all these goal setting sessions, which I too am having one in terms of helping people to develop healthier life habits, which translates into your business. Your business is not separate from you. If you are in confusion, your business is in confusion. Everything flows from you, everything flows through you. So if you are not in a place of clarity and alignment, everything that flows through you and out of you will not be in alignment and will be in confusion. This is why you need to get clear on what you're doing in your business before 2023. Nothing magical is going to happen on December 31st or January 1st. The magical thing that's going to happen is you changing your belief system, you getting a mindset, right? You build up your mindset to be able to believe for more. So in the last week of November, what I want to do is to talk with my entrepreneurs and my solopreneurs and my people that are building huge brands and businesses around believing for more. What does more look like? Do I have the capacity for more? Do I have the systems for more? Because yes, I am a person of faith, but faith without works is dead. If I'm believing for more, there are things that I need to put in place to get more. So I want to see, do you have the capacity for more? One of the things in my prayers, I say, God, I thank you that you did not grow me before I was ready to accept what came with that growth. With that growth, there is a capacity issue. So some of us might say, yes, I want more clients, but with more clients, do you have the physical and mental capacity for people pulling on you, asking questions? Have you built yourself up to where you have enough so that you can give out more? So your business is bigger than you, and that's kind of what I wanted to share today. We're going to be going through a series of trainings inside of my Facebook group, and I'm going to pull some people even on Zoom so we could just have a transparent conversation. I could answer your questions. For the month of November, I really want to focus on people having a strong foundation to build through December, so you go into the new calendar year with a platform on which to build, not just pulling strategies from the sky. All strategies work. Every single coach has something that does work, but it will not work for you if you are not in alignment with who you are, what your message is, where you are, where you're trying to go, who and what you need to get there. So I look forward to seeing some of you inside of these trainings. The link to my group is on top of this post. Some of you are already in my group. If you have a friend that is a solopreneur or thinking about business or in business that you feel might benefit from some of these sessions, all of them are 100% free in the month of November. If you have someone that you know can benefit from this, please tag them, share this with them, add them to the group, tell them, come on, let's do this together. I'm going to be your accountability partner, and let's make sure we have a solid foundation, not just for our business, but for our lives. Can we have that done? Is that a deal? Yes, yes, I think that's a deal. So my name is Sarah Bowen, and I help online entrepreneurs to convert their lived experiences, their skills, and their knowledge into online courses that gives them multiple streams of income. So I look forward to hanging out with some of you for some of these breakfast conversations, these business conversations, preparing yourself in terms of capacity for more, and just answering some questions around business and strategy, aligning it with your purpose. You guys have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.